What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Poolside Chat. My name is Todd, and I am back with the 9 ball. Yes, this is the Midwest Challenge that was in Olathe, Kansas a couple weeks ago. I did try. It was my very first time ever playing the Midwest because they haven't had it since before COVID. So 4 years waiting. Finally got to dive into it. Let's go. I'm playing Jeff. Nice guy. Lives just north of town, to a little bit north of us, I should say. I did double check at the time. He was a 548, so basically the same Fargo rate as I. And let's see what happens. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you. My phone overheat and stopped recording. So I didn't get all of the finish, but I got a ton of footage on this. It definitely was a longer match. Yeah, so I get it. If you don't want to watch, it's fine. At least there's some good pool in here. I will explain kind of what happened towards the end. But you know what? It's alternate break, straight 9 ball rules. Not a bad break. Gotta figure out that 3-5 combo, but I made a ball. I'm at the table. We're playing 9 ball, guys. I'm excited. Unfortunately, though, it was a really large tournament. Ended up having 252 players come down. The most notable name was Sky Woodward was in the house, and he won the 9 ball, or excuse me, the one pocket. No, he took third in the one pocket, and if I remember correctly, he did win the 9 ball. So little hint for you, but unfortunately, I got to say hi to him. Give him a high five when he walked by one time, but I didn't really get to talk to him. And wow, I hit that. I hit that bad. But anywho, and I will say, so anyway, yeah, there's 252 people. They were supposed to start the Calcutta at 8 p.m. They didn't start. They did have a separate ladies tournament. There was another 56, I think, people in that. Oh, bad carom to scratch. I think there was another 56 players in that. So like, there was over 300 people to run through the Calcutta. Uh, it took a forever. They're supposed to start at 8. It was like, I think almost 9, if not even almost 9:15 before they got started. Ladies took a while, and it got to the point I got so bored. I was like, man, I can't just sit here and wait on this nonsense. So I went out to my car. I laid down, took a nap. Truly took a nap. And when I woke up at 2:45 in the morning, somebody told me I just missed my name for 10 minutes earlier. But I mean, I might have bought myself if it was $20. I was not going anything over that. Y'all can have me, because I'm a nobody compared to a bunch of 600, 700, and even 800 Fargo players. But I just wanted the experience. I've been dying to play this, and not a great way to start. So it was late. By the time I realized Calcutta was over, I did wait and find out when my first match was going to be. Ooh, got to sit behind the 9. Ooh, I think you can see it. So yeah, by the time I realized that I wasn't playing in the early hours, because there were so many people, they were running this 24 hours a day. There was people that a buddy of mine, his first match was at 4:30 or 5 on Friday, or what would be Saturday morning. So yeah, he had to. Yeah, he was hooked on the 9 ball. Ooh, that'll work. I can do something with that. But yeah, so he. Oh, I forgot to shut this second monitor off. Don't want to glitch. Keeps freezing my computer. Yep, see, like that. So anyway, yeah, I had a buddy. His first match was at 5 a.m. He was 80% asleep. You're not gonna focus on that. But luckily, I didn't play till 10 a.m. So I said, you know what? I'm going home. I went home, took some sleep, came back at 10 a.m. Played this match, and I was fighting a head cold for pretty much since Wednesday before. There we go. First rack, alternate break. Jeff's coming up. So yeah, I was fighting a head cold. It was one of those, you either feel groggy from all the medication, or the medication wears off, and now you're just, you're more clear headed, but then you're head cold is just making you feel congested and sneezy or coffee. It was a bad day. So uh, not my first Midwest, not my first the way I wanted my first Midwest to go, but I'm gonna fight. I don't just give up and roll over. That's for sure. Ooh, scratch on the break, and he made the two. I think, yeah, it looks like that's the only one. I mean, you look at a 9-ball run. So I was sarcastically wearing my sandbagger shirt, calling myself a sandbagger in a unhandicapped tournament. I'm a smartass, guys. It's just who I am. So yeah, everything's got a home. I mean, it's one of those you just got to make the shots. Like, just stun this over, just a little bit of load, pull to the side rail, but don't rip it. And then even more so, don't leave yourself over the 6. I hesitated on it. I needed to stroke that a little bit more, just keep it up a little bit for more comfortable shot. But you know what? As I always say, take your medicine, just make the shot and deal with a leave. That'll work. Still got an angle on the 5. I don't want to pull back because I could scratch. And I definitely don't want to roll forward because then you're making the 6 really, really tough. So really, I'm just trying to put like just a slight bit of low right, drill the 5, and that way the cue ball spins back to center table. Just pop it. I wanted a little bit more, but not a problem. Everything still goes. Just cut the ball. Just take the leave, because I mean it goes on the side, it goes in the bump it. Yeah, it goes on the side, it goes all the way down. You've got whatever options you want. And for where it's at, just stop shot, put it in the side. Okay. So you've got some options here. You can hit this with top right, try to spin 2 rails. I prefer to go low, low left. There we go. I think I got a little more low than I wanted. Top left, I don't know if I would have got enough hook to get down table, but... And shoot it dead into the head rail. Dang it. Would have been a great way to start 2-0. It's a race to 7 front and back. Should have mentioned that. They did in the past used to go 9 on the front, 7 in the back, but anything over 177 players is when the tournament director said, I got to go 7-7 or we're just not going to finish. And truth be told, they're completely right. We were already going round the clock. We had 5 and 5:30 matches being called, and then 7 a.m. So, and a real bad one, a buddy of mine that I know got called to play a real close friend of mine who he knows is a very, very good shot, and flat said, there's no way I'm going to beat him. And they were called to play at 4:30 in the morning, and this guy posted on Facebook, he was already on the loser side, so he's like, I'm just going to call it and call it a tournament. I don't feel like driving back up, because he lived an hour away. I get it, but he didn't tell the tournament director, and he didn't tell his opponent. So my buddy had to show up at before 4:30, wait for a match, and when they don't show 15 minutes later, they forfeit. Like, it was just, you got to tell your opponent, and more importantly, tell the tournament director. So it's what you got to do, guys. Just be the good person. You're going to quit. I get it. You're going to forfeit out. Now, me, I mean, I don't want to be there 4:30 in the morning any more than anybody else, but I want to fight, man. I want to play. Take a bunch of medicine because I was not feeling it. Ooh, sit right there. A little more than I wanted. So I apologize, guys. I'm gabbing about this tournament. Totally not commentating this shot. So yeah, this one's tough. You really want to almost play the bank, and the way I shot that, I think I was playing. Excuse me. I think I was playing the two-way because if it didn't bank and make, or if it did, I can see the six. If it doesn't, I definitely hit it hard enough to try to get down behind that 7-8, or excuse me, the 6-7 wall, leave him a whole lot of nothing. So he's got a kick. Looks like he's actually trying to two rail behind it. He hits this good. It could be very ugly leave for me. I mean, Jeff, that was a thing of beauty. I am okay with that. Watch out behind you, Todd. Yeah, the problem with that kick, even if for some reason, well, I should have definitely hit that probably 20% harder, but even if I miss it going that way, or if I make it going that way, I'm leaving myself a whole lot of nothing on the six. So basically forcing a bank or something. I don't know, maybe 20% harder. I might have ended up table a little more. Who knows? But on the other hand, left old Jeff here, he's going to hit this and take this basically three rails around. Head table, left rail, right rail. Even then, he didn't get enough of it. Even this, he. So if you guys have watched my videos, there was a match when I played the Zimmermans and a Scotch doubles. That would be a perfect shot right here. You just don't want to hook yourself. And look at that. Look at that. I dang near did it again. Just a little. And the bad part is, if you look at it, if I hit that just a little thinner, I would have made the 5, but the cue ball would have been behind the 9. So I literally would have done it again. I would have just died laughing, but also hate myself. But good shot, Jeff. I should have pay a little bit more attention to see how he hit that, because I mean, it looked like he was hitting it fairly full. He must have hit that with some, I'm assuming, top left to naturally cut it and then spin back this way. And by sheer coincidence, you'll notice this guy, he also has the shakes, much like my buddy John, who I just got done with a couple videos, the last two. But difference is, this guy doesn't shake on his bridge. It's just his backhand. So definitely gonna be a little bit more controlled, but at the same time, this guy is a fantastic ball potter. And looks like 2-0. Sorry guys, work is messaged me on Teams at 10:42 in the evening. Come on now. Not trying to work right now. So, alternate break. I'm down 2-1. Got a little toe tap back there. He's got a bizarre pre-stroke. It's almost rhythmic, like a dance or something. It's interesting. Left me with a whole lot of nothing. I can see the one, do nothing with it. Oh. See? I just made the comment about being 10:45 or 10:42, and yeah, My body's going, well, let's call this nap time. I'm ready for bed. I said, no. I got another video to make. I got content to bring to my group. I hope you guys like the content. I hope you don't think it's too much because I am posting a video every other day, and I still have a backlog. Let's see, what is this episode? I think 32, and I've got 37 or 38 already edited. Excuse me, with graphics and whatnot, just ready for commentary. So I got more games coming. So he left himself a real tricky two. He's got to be, well, goodness, Jeff. Not gonna lie, I thought he was playing some kind of safe. Trying to just roll it back there, get the cue ball up table, leave the cue behind the two behind that 4-8-6. He said, nah, I'm just gonna make this thing. Ooh, need to send it. Need to send it. You want to be a little more because I think it looks like the 4 clears the 8, or at least you can cheat the pocket enough to still make it. But man, this angle is gonna make it real tough to hold. So he's gonna try a safe. I'm gonna say he was successful because while I can see the 4, I can't make it. The 5 is definitely in the way. So I got to just try a safe where I just roll this up nice and easy. Get the 4 ball to bounce around. Get the cue ball to suck up to the 5. No. I guess I didn't like the way that looked, so I just gave it a little kiss on the 4. Left him behind it and a shot you can't really make. And actually, I just realized the guy playing at the table next is who I play next. I want to say his name was Alan. That doesn't matter. We're playing Jeff right now. Still got a lot of pool here. Good try. So this is tricky because I'm off the rail enough. I can basically try the combo, or I can just try to skin the 4, send the cue ball way up table. The way I'm hiking down, I'm assuming I'm trying the combo. Yep. Not terrible. Should have took my time a little bit more, or more than anything, go back and double check that line. Really make sure you commit to memory where you're trying to hit it. But see what happens here. I don't know if he's going to play it safe and just try to get the cue ball behind the 5, or if he's going to try to bank the 4. Yep. Good shot, Jeff. So I think I can just one rail at this. You don't want to go side rail. That takes a ton of spin. That bounced really weird. I mean, that bounced like it was either dead or I don't know. Maybe I had some unintentional spin. Very possible. Okay. Everything's got a home, guys. I mean, the only questionable shot is just going the 8 to the 9 because do you want to go essentially send the cue ball 2-3 rails around to get behind it, or do you just try to soft shot the 8 and then take the long shot on the 9? Everything else was he definitely overrolled that one. Doesn't really matter when you still have a hole. Oh, he's back cutting it too. I would not have back cut that. I would have just put some low on it, take it to the top right, hold the cue ball as close to this left rail, and then top right, and just send the 8-ball. Cue ball goes back around. Leave myself an easy shot. But instead, I got top English. Don't you scratch. Look at that. Look at that, playing the points. Just how I intended. See, there you go. A little more, a little more, a little more. Okay. Guys, I need to tie this up. 2-2 sounds a heck of a lot better than 1-3, don't it? Let's go. 2-2. And I win the break. If you notice, yes, we are having to pay quarters. 75 cents a rack. Not what you want. So they did a decent job of like vacuuming the felt a little bit. You know, did a little cleaning on the balls, but they did not refelt the. Not sure what that was. They did not refelt the tables, which because this tournament brings so much action and whatnot, they usually will go ahead and refelt or at least figure out a way to try to fix where you rack, because that dot obviously gets indented from people banging the head ball like idiots. Yes, I said idiots. Uh, but there was one of the matches where I was actually watching Sky Woodward play Shane McMinn, another semi-pro out of Oklahoma, and Sky went for this shot. He was trying to spin multi rails for shape. He just got, I mean, didn't do exactly as he intended. He just shook his head. And he's like, God, these rails play terrible. Like, well, everybody's like, mm-hmm. No, we know. No, we know. Oh, that's a good shot. As long as he can slow roll this 3 and leave himself the 4, otherwise he's gonna have to stun or maybe even top English and try to send it between that 6-9. It looks like there's a little bit of an angle, so you got to get it out. There you go. Yep. Yep. Ooh, I think you want a little bit more. Nope, never mind. Pretty darn perfect, Jeff. Good shot. See? Shooting smart. Every shot. Going to look. Where do I want to leave it? How do I want to play this? You know, you could slow roll up and then take a thinner cut into the side on the 7. I'm comfortable with a smooth draw stroke because you're really only trying to pull it like a foot and a half, maybe. So I'm going to draw this up, take the 7 into the low right. Looks like he's trying to go forward. And don't get me wrong, that's not a bad shot. Just between the two, for me, the corner is going to be a little wider pocket. You don't have the point hanging out. If I have the option, I would rather. If I have the option, I would rather shoot it in the corner. But left me a long shot. I got plenty of room off the rail, so I can bank this into the low right. The only thing is, I've tried a few shots. The rails are playing a little dead. Yeah, that went way wide. And I don't know. Maybe I might have hit that with some top left to get action on the cue ball, which if I did, that puts a little bit of right on the object ball, which is why it swung white. Wide right. That's why it swung white. Can't believe I just did that. So Jeff goes into safe mode, but I think he overrolled it. And for me, if I can, I mean, even if that was an easy make on the side, I'd rather send it up table, so that way the cue ball just naturally comes back out and leaves you I mean, it might be a little longer, but it's an easier cut than slow roll and then taking the thinner cut to the bottom right. Just like that. See? Just make the 9. Wait for the guy next to me to be polite. Just make it, Todd. There we go. 3-2. Let's go. So I'm not playing terrible. I've missed a couple dumb shots, but I mean, that's my game. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. But in general, I'm not shooting bad considering I had a late night. I woke up with with more head cold action. And Jeff's he's a good shot. Never seen this guy. Never played him before. I don't think I've seen him at a tournament. But he was super nice. We had a good time. Looks like a little bit of a cut break. Yep. And not just that, a loose break. One on the rail. Clump in the middle. This is not pretty. Oh, wow. Look at that roll. Look at that roll off. Look at that roll off. Come on. Definitely tell Jeff's frustrated with that break. Kind of shaking his head a little bit like, but hey, it wasn't me. I'm going to pull a shaggy defense on this one. I didn't break it. I didn't rack it. Hesitated. He was winding up like he was getting ready to just crank it. And then his final stroke, he just like last second, and just kind of pulled back on it. Still a completely makeable shot. I would just go ahead and was he gonna like you? Don't get me wrong. You can fire this low left and 2 rails back out, but honestly, I would just go straight top. Center ball if you don't want to roll too far. But yeah, I think he's hitting more a rolling ball. I mean, I'm not gonna say he hit that bad, but he might have been almost 3 diamonds off. Sorry, not trying to poke fun. It's like I say, you can see the guy is a good shot. It's just when he really uncorks the power, it has not been good. It has not been good. So he's acting like he can see it in some capacity. I just don't know what he's going to do with it. I jinxed myself, guys. Still over here yawning. I can't yawn. I got to be awake. I got content to put out for you guys. Even if it is a short match. Ah, look at that for a defense. I like it. So like I said, this was like 10 a.m. It wasn't too terribly early. Even though it was a late night. The place is notoriously runs a little hot, and then we just had 1,001 bodies in there. it got humid, so my phone just overheat. And nope, 6 ball. You know, when a buddy of mine pointed that out, I did start taking it out of the case, and I haven't had a glitch since. But I have lost some seriously good matches on video because it keeps cutting out, and sometimes all different time frames. But this one cut out. I was like, you know what? There's still enough content because it was still 50-ish minutes worth or something before I edited it. And I thought it was a good match. There's enough something to talk about. Some of you guys might want to watch it, even if it's not complete. Partial but watchable is why I labeled it what it was. Oh, he wanted to bump that 9, just nudge that 7 open a little. But now he's got to crank some low. Ooh, that was pretty. Walk around the table. Let's see if Godspeed is a 7. Go. Ugh. Wow, that was a big one. I really want to do another video after this. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I'm going to go to bed. Yeah, it must go on the side. He put himself on the right side where he can back cut it and stay away from the 9. Hit that well. And you just send it up table. You should be fine on your leave. As long as you don't just tap it, but to get it there, you should be out. Yep, just like that. So he's putting a little low left. He's going to spin 2 rails for shape. Just hold up, hold up. He's putting a little left to spin it, but guys, we are tied back up 3-3. But I get the break. 4-4 race, however you want to look at it. Realistically, like I said, Fargo's are even. We're playing pretty darn close to even right now. It's I'd say it's pretty right on. Oh wow, I ripped some draw on that guy, didn't I? Holy cow! That was completely clean, straight back. Don't need that much draw. I'm not trying to do a pop break, but maybe I should work on it. I don't have a good 9-ball break. I've got my 8-ball break, even though I changed my brake shaft, so I had to readjust it a little bit. But my 9-ball break is broken, in my opinion. So he's checking to see how off the rail it is, because he's got to hold this, because that 8-ball is real close to the 3. Because I think even right there, he's having to go rail first to get the 3. So, but he's got to tap this as soft as possible and just too hard. I mean, how bad is that? He tapped that thing too hard. So he's still going to try. He's going to put more left. And if it goes, he's spinning the cue ball. He's looking between that 6-9. But unfortunately, that would be a foul. And it is 9-ball rules. 3 foul is in effect. So I just kick it out. Yes, it's out in the open, but it's far. That makes it harder. And he's basically frozen. If he's not completely frozen, he is right there. So I'm forcing him 2 rail, and he looks like he's going towards the 9. Oh, never mind. He hit that good. Man, I'm not even mad at that. Good shot. Good stuff, Jeff. What to do? What to do? This is. I mean, this is tough even in commentary. Like, how do you just try to thin it, get it up, get the 6 ball to hold? Nope, didn't. See, even there, it didn't work. I need to hit the 9 ball a little bit fuller and use that big green one as a stop shot. Now, I don't know if he jumps, but that would have been a fairly easy jump over the 6. Plenty of gap to hold the cue. Versus, I lift him out in the open, put just a little bit of left, crash that cue ball right into the 7. Oh, see, he got behind the 6. If he hits that fuller or a little bit more accurately, I think that cue ball would have just crashed straight into that 7 ball and hung. But look at that. Look at that nine ball luck. Look at that 9 ball leave. So I'm pretty sure I can see it, but not make it. So, I mean, if you want to be ultra aggressive, I think you could bank the 4. I would personally rip that with some low to get the cue ball out of the way, or at least up table. And then, yeah, bank that 4, drop the 6. Low English sends cue ball up table. Might have a look. Let's see what happens. I don't even know if that's what I'm doing. Oh, it is. Oh, come on. Ah. Oh, wait, the 5 ball. Oh, the 5 ball dropped. That's why I threw my hand up. I thought I threw my hand up because it was, hey, sorry about the leave. Oh, look at that. That left or right spin checked that ball up and left me knitting. Yeah. I didn't even see that 5 ball drop. I was wondering why I threw my hand up. Like, looks like it was makeable. Same thing as before. Ugh. You could read my face on that one. Gosh dang it. Guys. Oh, he missed it. Oh, but look at that leave. He missed it. Oh, this is tricky because you can't bank the 6 back to this low right corner. So I think I'm trying to play it safe, get that cue ball up table. Yep, contain the 6. That's not bad, man. That is not bad. I was trying to get the cue ball. I think I've mentioned this in some other videos. I was trying to Z-bank the cue ball, but leave it as close to the rail as possible, and then get the cue ball to spin up rail. And on one hand, I could get the 6 either a hard shot or behind the 7. Ideally, cue ball gets behind the 8 and leave him nothing. Yeah, because like that, he had that way thick. But left me in a weird spot because if I just try to roll this 6 up, I'm leaving myself a real nasty 7 unless I can speed control it, leave it close to this second diamond over here. Yeah, see, I gotta check my angle. I think it looks like a rolling ball. That cue ball is going straight at the 7. Oh, you gotta make it. God, that was such a good leave. Played the shape perfect. 2 rails around, 3 rails essentially, for shape on the 7. Left him yeah, he needs to kick at this. Kick wide, go off the head rail, 2 rails, and then back cut the 6 just a little bit, and the cue ball is going to naturally end up about where it is for the 7. Instead, I think he's playing a safe. Get the 6 back up by the 9, get the cue ball behind the 7. Yep. Not a bad shot, but kind of late or early in the morning. Banks should still be open. Get in there. Let's go. But not the best of leave. Because now you obviously want to leave the cue ball on the right side of the 8, not just for ease of making it, but then a natural rolling for the 9. My God. Guys, I should have had that. What was it, 2? At least 2 I've given him? Dang it. Oh, he hit that waylight. Table's not playing crazy fast, so he still should be able to hold this. Yep. Plenty of room. Come on. Ooh, I'm going to use the whole pocket, he said. 4-3. He's over the hump first. I'm still climbing just a little bit more. Let's go, guys. And he gets the break. 5-3 would be terrible. Need to tie this up 4-4. Don't you dare snap the 8. They were playing no 9-ball in the racking corner since you are racking your own, but no template. So, holy cow. Guys. Smooth draw the 2-ball. 4 here in the bottom left, just natural. A little bit of top left. Cue ball spins over to the side rail. 5 in the same corner. I mean, this is not a crazy hard shot or crazy hard table. So he had a little bit of an angle. So he went top left. Put a lot more spin than I would have. I wouldn't have necessarily tried to get 2 rails on that, but he just needs to get off the rail for a little comfort. You can stop it. Probably going to want to draw back just a little. You're not trying to get to the rail. He's going top. He's trying to... Don't get straight, though. Stop shot this. Perfect. Even got enough bounce to give him breathing room. Guys, this is just a game. I mean, he just stop shot the last how many shots? Or he should have stop shot the 5, but yeah. Now just a smooth rolling ball. Oh! Jeff, what was that? Oh, he sent it. He's trying to bank it now. Oh, almost. And he gave it to me. So, this is unfortunately where the video ends because I barely got racking on this next rack, and that's when the video cut off. At this point, it was something like 51 minutes. The entire match was roughly an hour and 20 for the next so many racks because there was a lot of back and forth. He plays kind of slow. I mean, let's be honest, and I was missing some stuff. But in general, we're 4-4 right now. He ends up winning. He gets this rack, and then he actually broke and ran for the first time. He broke and ran to put himself on the hill first. I get out on the next rack to be 6-5, and he dogs is either the 3 or the 4 ball. He dogs it. Everything's wide open, and it is just just make the balls kind of thing. And all there was left was a 7-9. Actually, the 9 ball was pretty close to where the cue ball is right now. The 7 ball was almost a diamond point from that top left corner, and all I had to do is just straight top. Don't need to put any spin. Just send it around, and when I stroked it, the balls like skipped, like it literally hopped the 7 ball, so it hit the head point. Ding, 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 ding. Stuck. Cue ball came down dead straight, nice easy 9 ball, but the 7 stayed up. And so all he had to do, roll the 7 in, bring the cue ball down. He left himself a little long on the 9, like 4 diamonds maybe, like in kind of straight. He still cut it, made it all day. So he ends up beating me 7-5. I was frustrated because it wasn't me. I know some of you guys are probably like, yeah, whatever, Todd. I'm telling you, I had a lot of friends watching at this point. Right over to the left of here, I had 5 friends watching my match at this, and they all just go, "Did that just skip? Like, did that hop?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah. I just coincidentally caught that dirty cue ball right there, and it just like slid the 7 just that little bit and hung it." So I lost the match because of equipment, not because of me doing wrong or the opponent doing great. It is what it is. That's 9 ball. That's amateur pool. That's pool halls. There's not a lot you can do about it. So I hope you guys watched this. I apologize it was cut short. It had some great drama at the end. You guys would have loved to flame me in the comments, I'm sure. Like, how do you miss that? But whatever. Anyway, the rest of the matches, everything recorded. I've got some stuff going. This is true double elimination, so I've got some matches on the backside. Let's get after it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like. If you haven't, subscribe, because I put out a ton of content. I'm putting out a video every other day. You might not watch them all. Watch some, please. I appreciate you guys. On to the next one. See ya.